All right, so we are here live today with another digital political tip. We're talking about peer-to-peer texting and talking like a human. I'm really excited today. We've got Emma, the training program manager from Hustle. You may recognize her if you've joined the Hustle 101 course that we have up on the website. She is the voice of that course and the voice of some new coming courses. And Emma, we'd love to hear the tips you've got for folks today.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I work at Hustle, but I've been texting for campaigns for a couple years. I used to work at Planned Parenthood in North Carolina, and I use Hustle in a lot of different ways other than just like telling people about events. I frequently get text messages from campaigns. I just got one from a North Carolina campaign, and I was able to reply and say, "I'm so sorry, I can't come because I don't live there anymore." But his text message was really warm. It was from somebody I already, like an organization I already knew. So I'm more likely to reply. So my quick tip is to be yourself and keep your text really short. I've seen some paragraph long text messages, and I don't know if you receive text messages from campaigns, but just ask yourself if you will reply. One quick tip we have is to pull out your phone and say what you're going to say to a friend, and then use that script and not the one that, your first instinct. Another way I've seen people use Hustle is to follow up with people after an event or after a canvas saying, "Hey, so glad to talk to you the other day. Did you have any questions about our campaign?" Or following up and inviting them to a volunteer shift, just so you're not only sending cold text to people that you may have not met before, but also sending some warm text to get people more engaged with your campaign. Those are my tips, and happy hustling, happy P2P texting.
Yeah, those sound like some great tips. And I love the talking like a human and not making a paragraph. Are there any other bad tip? Like, what's the opposite of the tip? Like, what makes it bad and not like texting a human? That happens.
I see very long intros like, "Hey, Emma, it's Brad, and I'm with the such and such campaign. We need to fix our communities right now, and they're so bad. Would you be interested in our," like, it just starts to get really long. When you say something like, "Hey, Brad, it's Emma, and I'm just getting out there talking to people about the upcoming election. Did you plan on voting?" That's real simple. People can respond to that. They already know, like, whether or not they're going to vote, and you can start a conversation that way.
That makes a ton of sense. That makes it. You're not emailing them. You're sending them a text message
Yes.
like you're a human.
Yes. Yes. Another thing I see is people don't ask a question at the end. So they use it kind of like a blast service. And if you need a blast service, like, we definitely have those. Not any P2P companies, but we refer them to companies like Mobile Commons. But P2P is supposed to be warm and like a two-way message.
Cool. Well, I mean, those are just great tips. Thank you so much for jumping on, Emma, today. And if folks love what you're hearing and you want to learn a lot more, there is the Hustle 101 course that's up on the website. It's free, and you can check it out. And you can hear a lot more best practices from Emma. And Emma's going to be joining us over the next couple of weeks, giving a tip roughly every week, just to make sure campaigns are doing stuff great. And she's here to just help it all be better. Thanks so much, Emma.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.